Hello, my name is Jack Brown. I'm an artist. We're here in my studio so I can show you some technical tips to help you make some new work for the Take Part Challenge. Okay, so printmaking is a really good way of making an image. Often in schools or in art shops you'll find stuff like this in printmaking. Lino. This is the modern sort of equivalent. It's a rubber lino, which means you haven't got to heat it up, a lot easier to use. And lino cutters. So there's a lino cutter. It's got a sharp bit at the end you've got to be careful with, and this cuts into the lino to make a print. Now this is all okay, but it's quite difficult to get hold of and quite expensive. So I'm going to show you also how you can use rubbers and how you can use stamp pads to make prints as well. So we're going to take a rubber and eraser and we're going to turn it into a printing block. We're going to cut into it, and then with this printing block what you can do, I'll show you this with the ink pad, you can press ink onto it and wherever you've cut will not get any ink on it, so you'll end up with this white line, and then that turns into a print. Okay, pretty simple way of making a print. Right, so I've got my rubbers here to try my designs on. First thing to do, draw a design. Pencil, pen works pretty well. Some design. Got a bit more room on this one, so I'm going to try and do. Alright, so they're my two designs. Now what you're going to need are some cutters. You'll find that you can get different sorts of blades, and you want to try and pick out one that's got a really small cutting area. Not one of these guys, because it will gouge out a massive big square bit. You want one that's got a small cutting area. These are sharp, so you have to work really carefully. Right, so I'm going to have a go at cutting this out. Got to go pretty slow and cut each bit out as you work. It's really easy to work with, a lot easier actually than working with a lino because it's small. And it does help if you turn what you're cutting. Right, I'm going to speed this up now. One finish. Now for these bits, these large long leaves, I'm going to cut all of it out. So I'm not just going to do the line, I'm going to actually cut the inside of the shape out as well. Because I want that whole area to be white in my print. I don't want any ink getting into this. So it's going to be totally white. And this one is going to be totally white as well. Okay, so in that area that's all been cut out. Right, so they're both ready to go. Alright, so if you can get hold of a stamp pad, it's basically ink on a pad. You can get different colours. This is the quickest way to make a print. Really easy, no mess at all really. You basically press your rubber onto it, try and make sure it's got a really good layer of ink on there. Alright, let's give this one a go. I'm pressing down pretty hard as well. Nice, that's pretty good. And then let's try this one. Make sure you get a lot of ink. Alright, both pretty nice. Okay, so the next thing to have a go with is using the same rubbers to make a print with printing ink. You don't need loads of it, just a little bit. Use a roller to roll it out. And what you're actually doing here is looking at your roller, not the piece of paper. You want to get a nice even amount of ink and quite a thin layer of ink on your roller. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So now what I want to do is get the ink onto my little mini rubber. Carefully roll it on. Making sure it doesn't go into the actual cut out parts. One. Get this rolled on as well. Two. Alright, and I'm going to bring in some colour paper this time, just to see what we can do with different backgrounds. So I'm going to try this here. Pressing it down. Okay, pretty nice print. And then we'll try this on the yellow. Alright, so again, a nice introduction to printmaking. You can take this further with your own artworks.